Welcome back to the update. This is episode 2 of our NFL preview series, which we are working on throughout the summer as we inch towards training camp on settingedge.com. Today, we're going to be looking at the Ravens pass offense, which Justice wrote about in his write up on settingedge.com, which accompanies this. And the Ravens passing offense has been pretty piss poor the past couple of years, really since that Super Bowl run that they had in 2013 against the 49ers. So just some numbers that Justice pointed out in his piece that we found on sportingcharts.com and ESPN. The Ravens were 11th in completion percentage. Joe Flacco at 64.8% of completed 64.8% of his passes. They were 30th in yards per completion, with Flacco only completing 9.9 yards per completion. Just for reference, Brock Osweiler was the worst, or 32nd in the league, with 9.82 yards per completion. So let's look and see how they can get better and people that can step up on their roster right now. So one of the big things that was wrong with the Ravens was that they just didn't really have the horsepower to get it downfield. I mean, it's just not there. So when you look at this play, all the receiving options are really covered, and the Bengals aren't stressed to do so. So you have to check down to your running back and really just waste it down in the red zone. And now we're coming back here, and their offense was also conservative to go along with, I guess, the lack of talent that they had on offense. So we're just going to see them run all about 5 to 7 yard routes and come back to the ball, except for the tight end at the top of screens running the wheel. So they need to be more aggressive, but they don't really have the horsepower to do it. But Joe Flacco also needs to step his play up too. I mean, look at this play. The wide receiver on the bottom of the screen is wide open on a crosser, but Flacco bails as soon as uh, I don't know why he bails so early, but as soon as he sees Rob Ninkovich in his face, he just pumps a brake on that one. And Flacco gets lauded for his deep ball a lot, but I don't really think it's that good. I mean, one of their, I guess, one of the most efficient plays, for lack of a better word, has been Flacco just bombing it deep and banking on a pass interference penalty to help them out and get them, 30, 40 yards on the play. But I think Flacco could use a lot of work on his deep ball, and really it's just him being a cannon. Now, someone who can step up for them tremendously this year is Brashad Perriman, or who should be able to. I mean, he's the explosive threat that the Ravens really need to come to fruition this year. They spent a first round pick on him 2 years ago, and he's been dinged up a lot. But when they can get the ball in his hands, you see how explosive he is. I mean, he ran a 4.2 at his pro day, and that speed definitely shows up on the field when he gets a chance to get the ball in his hands. And I think an area where he's going to need to improve is being kind of an accuracy eraser for Flacco. I mean, the Ravens they're locked into him for a few more years at a pretty hefty price tag, and at this point, he's probably not getting that much better. So he needs to be someone that can develop and play with a wide catch radius, and we see flashes of it here against the Giants as he's going over the top, and the pass wasn't great, led him right back into the Landon Collins coming over across, but he held on and made the catch. And then here versus the Browns, uh, same thing again. Not a great pass. It probably should have been led closer to the back pylon, but he's able to expand that catch radius and make the catch for a touchdown. Another guy who can step up for them, Ken Dixon. They spent a fourth round pick on him last year at Louisiana Tech. I know he had a lot of fans online, and his rookie year was up and down. I think it was probably about what you expect for a fourth round pick, but I still think that he can be a guy that breaks out this season for them in the passing game. I like his ability after the catch. I like his ability to catch the ball and set himself up for big games. And here, you see, when you run routes on the inside, you can kind of get that running back open in the red zone. So Dixon and Perryman are going to be two guys that they really need to get involved into that offense again. And just based on free agent acquisitions and draft, they went pretty heavy in the draft and free agency. So the only guy that they really added was Danny Woodhead from the Chargers, and he tore his ACL last year in the second game of the season against the Jaguars. So I mean, with that much time off, it'll have been almost a year by the time camp starts. He should be good to go, and you're going to see a little bit of his versatility here in the passing game for this touchdown. He's running the route the bottom screen. You see that ability to make sharp cuts, leverage himself well against the defense, and get open for a touchdown. So he's going to find that back pylon, easy on the quarterback. He'll be back next week or soon sometime with a breakdown of the Bengals. See you guys later.